Welcome to Movie World Plus, the place where we react to movies streaming, and today, The Batman. And if you don't want any Joker spoilers from Matt Reeves' The Batman, well then tune out right now, because we're going to break down the reveal that was deleted from the film. Now, I'm not going to play the scene. I'm going to scroll through and show you images of the scene. If you want to see the unlisted link, you have to do a Riddler thing to get there. It'll be in the description of this video. You can go to the description, click there. While you're there, hit that subscribe and all the other links in there to support the channel here, to get back into movie content, which I do when I want to give a reaction. And when I watch this clip, guys, I wanted to give you guys a reaction because I got to be honest, I'm kind of floored they didn't put this scene in the movie. I'm legitimately confused and shocked Matt Reeves didn't put this in the movie. Now, we're going to get into Batman spoilers. So if you've yet to see The Batman, again, preface, warning, they showed us a scene with the Joker where he talks to the Riddler in the prison cell. And honestly, I felt like the whole scene just felt unnecessary, out of touch, didn't need to be there, felt like weird forced world building that I just didn't really like. This scene completely would have helped that scene, and in my opinion would have been better than that scene, because what's so beautiful about this scene, if you haven't yet watched it, again, I put the link in there, so don't go complain. We're going to look at moments of it. I can't play its entirety just because, you know, they're going to ding me. But it's just shot beautifully. Cinematography in this is unreal, and it sets this amazing backstory where we're getting to see the Joker, played by Barry Keoghan, who, I don't know if you guys don't know who Barry Keoghan is. He's from Dunkirk, is the most sort of popular thing he's done. He's done some other work. He was in The Green Knight, The Killing of a Sacred Deer. I haven't seen that. He's done a lot of other like stuff I haven't heard of. Eternals, he was Druig in there. It was the other biggest role sort of he's had so far. But clearly up-and-coming actor, and Matt Reeves put all his faith in him. And honestly, probably wise, because he's not yet fully known. He's clearly got potential. And when I watch this, and I watch this scene, I'm way more on board for the potential of this Joker in this universe. And the reason I am is because Matt Reeves does this brilliant Silence of the Lambs moment where the Batman, still new to things, wants to get into the mind of the Riddler. So what does he suggest? He brings the file to clearly one of the first crazy people he caught, the Joker. And they establish this backstory that they clearly... He even says the first line is, "It's our 1-year anniversary paper." Like, it's really well done. And I'm going to play a part at the end just because I want you guys to hear that laugh. But shot really carefully to just give hints and hints of this Joker played by Barry. Always a little bit out of focus. And at first it seems sort of annoying. And I'm like, what? Come on. And then I realize what they're doing. And it's more unnerving this way. This isn't the Joker's movie. But this would have been a brilliant way to introduce the Joker in this universe. Would have already set up the tone that, yes, he's there. They've already met. They already had their back and forth. But there's clearly going to be a longer love affair between these two characters. And Batman showing up to get his advice, sort of, does Batman regret doing this? There's so much to this scene that I like so much more than the scene they put in of the Joker. As hopefully you guys have now watched and come back for the commentary here. But we slowly get to reveal... You know, the green hair, the scars. Like, honestly, I love I love so many Jokers, to be fair. Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, Joaquin Phoenix. None of them are as scary as this guy. Like, these fingertips alone. When I saw him pushing his fingers through this with just almost like he's been burrowing at his own skin. And watching Pattinson's Batman, they're like, should I show him this? Watching for any sort of reaction he can get from this criminal, and look at it's just, and then finally we sort of get our first reveal of the haircut, the scars, the fact that the hair's not even growing in due to he's burned. We don't even know that story. I love that it sort of leaves it more open-ended. Movies don't always have to tell us everything, right? We know the history of the Batman and Joker, of course. And it makes so much sense that the Joker would already have been in this universe. And using him as a Clarice, Hannibal Lecter moment, I think was a really brilliant borrow. Because, look, that's probably what he would have considered. He's not going to do the typical, moves here in solving these crimes. And so to watch this back and forth, which, again, I wish we could watch live and react to, but it's owned by Warner Brothers, and I know they're going to come ding me. I want to... Great back and forth that hopefully you guys watch, but adds so much nuance to the character. And honestly, a great acting performance by Robert Pattinson. There's like fear and worry on him. that I believe in a Batman that's like, this guy is so unhinged, this Joker character that he already captured, so unhinged he's not sure, is this going to help or hurt matters, but sort of just shows the lengths that he'll go to. And he's like, I'm wasting my time here. You're not, as the Joker, of course, is answering a little bit about the Riddler. He takes the case and, gives him some answers, but then immediately turns it to Batman and, their relationship. And it's right away, you can just tell, oh man, I want to watch more of this. I want to watch more of these two in a longer play as, Batman's like, all right, you're wasting my time. And we get that reveal. And then here, I want to play this at the end. As Batman leaves, we get this little quick moment here. Wait.
I think.
I gotta pause. I know, it's annoying. I gotta pause it for sake. Here we go.
You don't really care about his motives, whether he loves or hates you.
It's creepy, right? It's creepy already. I love it.
I think somewhere deep down, you're just terrified.
Like the voice and the fact that now we're getting a little bit more closer of his mouth and his eyes, which they've been holding off for the past 4 or so minutes.
Because you're not sure he's wrong, huh? You think they deserved it, huh?
Oh my God. Look at that. This is an unnerving Joker. We've seen so many versions. Ledger was unnerving. Joaquin had his own moments of unnerving. But Jared Leto wasn't. This is taking it to another level. And get ready for this laugh.
You think they deserved it.
Oh, dude. Sign me up for this movie. And what's even cooler is if they wisely don't overdo this. I love that shot, that fade out. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. What's brilliant, too, is if they had kept this in, which I think Matt Reeves, dude, I get why. Okay, it's not a Joker movie. It's a long movie already. But I don't know, man. If you're setting up a universe, if you're setting up a detective story, an ongoing piece, this was the perfect way to introduce him softly, have him there. We know who he is. You don't need to hit it over our head. It's the perfect little introduction in the movie itself instead of that dumb Riddler moment. Part 2, I don't know. I wouldn't even have Joker in there again. Maybe more of this in part 2. Like he goes back again or something else to keep him alluding to this. So that way we have a build up to a potential, the trilogy moment where we get to have him escape and that showdown again of them finally going, they've been having to deal with each other comedically behind the cell. And then we get to see him all in his glory for a finale in a trilogy moment. I don't know. I think huge missed opportunity to not put this in the movie. And I didn't think I'd be so into this Joker. I got to be honest. When I heard it was like, oh, Barry Cohn, I'm like, who? Why? And that scene they did with the Riddler, I just thought it wasn't as good. Watching this now, giving him the full moment against the Batman, I stand corrected. And I'm shocked this got cut. I'm curious what you guys think. Should this have been in there? Would this have been too much of a distraction? Would this have almost been like, you know what I'm feeling like? I got to be honest. I know so many of you love the Batman, and I enjoyed it. It was good. But I almost feel like I wonder if there's a little bit like, dude, Matt, that movie's better than the one you made. Like, there's a little bit of it. But I don't know. I still think put it in there so we get excited for the next part. And when you see this, you're like, whoa, what's going on there? I want to see more of him. Because he's worse than the Riddler by far. You just saw someone who I thought Paul Dano did a pretty great job as the serial killer, version of the Riddler. But then you're like, oh no, the Verge of Gotham has a ton of these types of characters. Again, that's why I think this is a huge mistake you didn't put it in there, because we had so much of Falcone and the mob, and we got so lost in all that, and Catwoman trying to solve it all. And it didn't sit as well with me long-term as a story. It was a cool noir piece that I enjoyed. But this opens up the world to what I want in my Batman of like a universe, right? Where you have this crime fighter against all these worst of the city and not just mob guys. Like, I don't want to just watch them constantly go and deal with mob guys. In fact, part of me is excited that Gotham PD show didn't go through, because I don't know if I really want to watch the mob show. I mean, maybe they could prove me wrong, but I've seen mob shows. This is what I want. This is what separates the Batman from the Sopranos, right? Is you have these people who go that far and that extreme on the fringes of the world that you're like, oh, this guy's a villain. Batman has those villains. When you got the film noir thriller version of Batman, we got to lean in these villains. And I think huge missed opportunity to not have teased it officially. Now, granted, he shot it. It's here. It's in the world, but it's not in the movie. And I think real sad that this clip didn't make the movie. What do you guys think, though? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Again, if you want to watch it again, the link is in the description below. But while you're there, can you please also consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting the bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment on your thoughts on this Joker. Should it have stayed? Should it have gone? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more movie content here on Movie World Plus. You can also check out my celebrity justice stuff over on Popcorn Planet. Thanks for watching, everybody.